Hello and welcome to a video on autism dating. I often get asked requests to do more videos on dating. So here is a new one. I first want to say is that I am in no means an autism dating expert. Well, at least I'm not a dating expert. I have my own issues and everything like that. So I'm going to talk about epic failures talking to women. I'll talk about my own views on my own epic failures. And then I'll talk about what other epic failures there are. So, I will say this. I have gotten a lot better at going up and talking to women. I'm not as afraid. Sometimes I'll see a girl and I'll be afraid to go up to her and I won't go up to her. I still suffer from that. And usually I'm a bit hesitant. I'm aware now that I'm being hesitant, so going up to someone, but I'm getting better at it. But here's the thing. So a year ago I started going to blues dancing. It's a form of social dance, like you do like ballroom or salsa. I highly recommend that, and if you stick with it and you decide to ask the girls out to dance, it'll become a lot easier to talk to girls, I think. Well, it's a lot easier for me. So after a year of doing that, it's a lot easier for me to go and talk to a girl. Now going up and asking a girl for dance is super easy. I can ask any girl no matter what for dance, because it's not a big deal to me, because I've asked a zillion girls out to dance. But going up and talking to a girl, now that's another thing. If it's not in the context of the social dance, that's still a challenge. But when I do go up, it never works out. Even meeting girls at like social dance, I can't get anything off the ground. And I think I'm starting to figure out what the problem is. At first, I'm afraid to talk to girls, and I think there's like the hesitancy. And girls, I don't think really like hesitancy that much. It shows that you're not confident, I think, is how it comes across. While girls do like confidence, I don't think they like uber confidence either. I think that can scare them away. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think you need to have like, not confidence, but a knowing of who you are when talking to girls. If that makes sense to you. I mean, because uber confidence, it kind of feels like you're overcompensating. So you're not really confident, you're trying to hide something. And I think that kind of makes you seem like a creep or someone who's going to take advantage of them, who doesn't have their best interest in mind. I don't know. So, I am not a girl. I'm just trying to think. So, having it being easier going up and talking to girls, this is what I find. I'll see like a girl that's my type. Maybe I'm at the bookstore or something, or even at the dance. I find a girl that's my type, and I'll start talking to her. I remember like this a week ago at the bookstore, 2 weeks ago at the bookstore. There was a girl. I said, "Oh, she's totally my type." So I went up to her, and she was looking at the guy who wrote the Wheel of Time series, and I started commenting on the Wheel of Time series and talking to her about that, and I didn't, because it was like I was trying to find a common interest between her, but she just walked away. We're in the middle of the conversation, she walked away, which I was like, man, what did I do wrong here? I'm like, I'm showing an interest in her interest. I'm being nice, I don't know, maybe I was too confident. I don't know. It boggled me, it still boggles me, and I always have this thing, you let girls walk away, and, I don't know what it is. So I'm like, thinking to myself, I'm like, I know I'm doing something wrong here. It's like, just give me 1 second. It's like, your mind is just like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? And it's like, it feels like an epic failure. Over and over again. The same thing happens. The girls walk away, or they're just not, at first it might show an interest in me, but then something happens. What that is, I don't know. So let's get to the bottom of this. So I show a girl that I'm interested in. Maybe I'm too interested, and maybe that's the case. Maybe you need to be interested, but not too interested. You see, I can't figure this out. I'm making these videos, and even I'm having difficulties here. And is that the case? Is there like, if you're too interested, maybe that's the case. You can't be too interested. You have to be interested, but you have to be like disinterested at the same time. You know, like maybe by being a little bit disinterested at the same time but interested, you know, you make yourself seem mysterious. Maybe that's what I need to go for. Something to think about. Otherwise, I think that maybe I'm coming across as maybe perhaps, even though I'm confident, maybe it feels like, again, like I'm overcompensating by showing that I'm so interested in her. You know, like maybe I think I'm coming out like as a creep. They're like, oh my god, this guy's a creepy guy. You know, he's way too interested in me. I cannot. No, a guy that's way interested in me, that's a bad sign. You know, I can't have a guy that's way too interested in me. Or maybe they'll see that as someone who's going to be, you know, I don't know what goes through girls' minds. So maybe someone that's going to. I think that most women think that guys only want one thing, and they worry that, you know, that this guy is just not a good guy. So they see me like this guy's not a good guy. But the truth is, I see a girl, I start talking to her. I'm like, wow, this girl's totally my type, and I'm being interested in her because I am interested in her. But I guess, you know, if a guy goes up to a girl, I think two things go through the mind. Either one, this guy wants to date me and probably get into my pants, or two, this guy's trying to sell me something. And that's probably the lesser thought that they have. They usually think that, okay, this guy is trying to hit on me. That's probably what they're thinking. So, and it doesn't matter if you are, you know, I don't really flirt with girls too much. But it doesn't really matter. I think if you go up to a girl and start talking to them, they think that you're hitting on them whether you're flirting with them or not. So I don't really flirt with them. My way of flirting is more like just trying to show an interest. So I said epic failures talking to women. So what's the epic failure? The epic failure is that I keep on failing. And I've talked to a crap ton of women now because it's a lot easier for me to talk to women, and yet I keep on failing. So I'm obviously epically failing. I think I'll go for that mystery route in the future. So, what are the lessons for you if you're watching this video? Alright, well, the first thing is that you have to first off build a confidence to go up to girls. You cannot be too hesitant, but you cannot be too interested at the same time. You have to be interested, but you know, you can't be too in your face interested. I don't think I'm too in your face, but I think, you know, that there needs to be kind of like a backing off. I don't know. This blows my mind away, you know. So, and you can't, you know, just straight up say, oh, I want to have sex with you or something like that. You know, a lot of guys get straight to the point. I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it's a terrible idea. But that's just me. You know, I think that you have to really do things that are going to push you outside your comfort zone. So like start going social dance like I've been doing. You know, find salsa, ballroom dancing, tango. Do something like that and really put yourself out there. Okay, so that's actually all I really have to say for today. I thought I was going to talk about some epic failures. Well, I did talk about epic failures, but I didn't. I only gave you like one example. But I've noticed that every time I show an interest in a girl, she freaks out. Usually, or they roll their eyes, they walk away from me. So I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm figuring it out, but I'm obviously messing up severely. So I thank you for watching this video, and I wish you an awesome day of awesomeness. Thank you.